Hi guys, it's been a hot minute since I've been on here. So it's been 3 years? Let me catch you up real quick. One, I was officially divorced 3 years ago. Two, I met my amazing fiance. We were engaged to be married September 26, 2020. We had a daughter. She turned 1 in January. There she is, Sadie Bug. We live in a farmhouse on a farm. It's been great. Life's been crazy. All the kids, everything. And you guys know I have worked from home since Rylan, who's 8, was 6 months old. I did It Works, and then I stepped down from It Works to pursue Agnes and Dora. You guys know that if you follow me. I'm going to just catch up to speed on Agnes and Dora before I head into what I'm going to talk about. Y'all, that company I don't even know what happened, okay? I don't know if the CEO got greedy or if she just hired too many corporate people to give too many different opinions. I don't know. The business model changed so many times. And they weren't able to give us our inventory. The launches just were disastrous. There was so many things that happened in that company. It was great for 2 years. 2 years. Amazing. I'm talking 20,000 plus a month take home. Amazing. And the atmosphere was amazing, but she just kept changing things too much, and then it affected the integrity of the clothing. And when it affects that, then I'm sorry, but my name's on the line. I'm not going to sell something that I don't believe in because the quality has changed. I'm not going to do it. So I just quit cold turkey. I didn't sell it off at a high discount like most people. I just said, oh no. You're doing too many things that no. I just stopped. And I told people, look, I don't know if I'm going to be stopping forever, but I'm stopping until they get their shit together because I'm not going to sell something that might get a hole or the seams aren't done properly or the quality isn't what they say it is, So I told people, look, I don't know if I'm stopping forever, but I'm stopping right now until they figure out their stuff. Well, they never figured it out. So I didn't have a plan B, but because I made such good money, we had a huge savings account. I mean, it was able to be our cushion for a while, and I just kind of stepped back, and I found out I was pregnant with Sadie, and I was just kind of just chilling. My pride took a little bit of a hit because, I felt betrayed by the company because they gave us so many empty promises, and I don't know why they did what they did. They went from over 10,000 reps to under 900, and now they're not even wholesalers anymore. Technically, they're still around, but they're just I don't know. I don't know how to explain it, but I just stopped, and I was hormonal, emotional. Finding out I was pregnant with Sadie. She was not planned. Love her to death. She was a NuvaRing baby. It was just. It was a lot at the same time. At the same time, my son, Rylan, God love him, he was having attention deficit disorder issues, I'll say, in class. And his counselor and teacher was like, he needs to get on Ritalin or Adderall or something. I'm not going to put my 5-6-year-old on a heavy pharmaceutical like that. I'm going to see if I can find an all-natural, holistic way to help him, which I came across CBD. I fell in love with it. I ended up partnering with a company in the CBD industry and being a CBD educator and educating people on that. But it was just amazing. It was. I love CBD. I think it is so amazing, and a lot of people aren't aware of it yet. Yes, it's booming right now. It is going to be. This industry is going to be huge because people are just now finding out. The endocannabinoid system is no different than the respiratory system, no different than cardiovascular system, no different than the nervous system, okay? Our body is meant to have CBD. We have receptors in the body specifically for it. So educating people on it is something I honestly love to do. And I love to help people find all natural ways to cure their ailments or to help their disorders. For me, I was on antidepressants off and on since my ex-husband and I were going through problems. I was. And I could not get off of them. until I got on CBD. I mean, and the thing is about antidepressants is, for me, it caused me not to be able to sleep at night. So then I would be taking sleeping pills, and I wake up groggy, then I have no energy, and it was just like a domino effect of problems. Like, yeah, now I wasn't super depressed, but now I have all these other ailments that I didn't have before. So you gotta take the good with the bad. But I was like, no, when I took CBD, I didn't have to have any of those problems anymore. I could sleep. I didn't have the high anxiety. I wasn't depressed anymore. Like, CBD changed my life. So educating people on that is something I'm passionate about. And I partnered with a company that I felt, was great in CBD. Their quality was top notch, but times have changed. Science has changed. Times are changing, guys. We're always evolving in science, technology in the last decade or two. I mean, for me, I grew up in an era where we had razors and Blackberries. In order to text, we had to press those, 3 buttons to get into it. And then it evolved to T9, and then it evolved to that one, I think it was like an LG. It was like a flip phone where it's just a keyboard. It evolved. It's the same thing with CBD and that industry. I mean, back in the day, we thought the only way to get the benefits of the hemp plant was to smoke it in order to get the benefits of, anxiety relief, pain relief, sleep, etc. We had to smoke it. And then science evolved. And then we're like, okay, how can we deliver this to the body without, the high, without the THC? And then we came to CBD oil. And the problem with CBD oil is, up until recent, CBD oil is great, okay? I'm not going to dispute that. I believe in it. However, we have found something better than CBD oil to deliver CBD to the body. And the challenge with CBD oil is it is lipophilic, which is oil based. And our bodies are primarily water. We're like 65% water, okay? So it's no different than if you put water in a cup and you put the oil in. You're going to see that the oil is going to float to the top of the cup, right? And I'll do a video on this, but it's no different than that, because our bodies are not going to really absorb that oil. Water molecules are packed so tightly together, and the oil cannot penetrate through. Maybe a very small percent, like 5, 10, 15, 20% will be able to actually penetrate through and be absorbed. And like I said, the nutrient absorption is hard when it's in oil, and our bodies are 65% water. And not only that, is our intestine is where most of nutrition is absorbed, and our intestinal cells are coated with a fine film of water. So oil and water don't mix. And if it's oil and our bodies are water, and you're only getting that 5-10%, that other 90% is just being discarded as waste and broken down, which can be taxing not only on our bodies, our liver, to breaking it down and creating those enzymes to discard it, but our pockets too. If we're only getting 10% of the CBD, then we're not getting the full benefits. And some people will just take more and more CBD, and then that just suppresses our endocannabinoid receptors. That's a whole nother video. So then it won't work as properly. And, it can be trying when you're trying to get relief and you're not getting the full benefits, which in science, they have been trying to create bioavailability, increasing that bioavailability. So, they've created nanotechnology, they've created liposomal technology, they've decided to add chemical emulsifiers to CBD oil to help break it down and make it more absorbable. But I'm not a big fan about adding chemicals to something that's supposed to help my body. And when our world's already polluted with chemicals as it is, and we know that oil and water don't mix, and when you add those emulsifiers, yes, it breaks the CBD down more, but you still are in oil, and it doesn't mix. So you're only getting a tiny bit more. And I think maybe they're up to like 30-40% bioavailability for CBD oil. It's not a lot. I mean, in all honesty, it's not what we need to be effective in the body. And so what's really cool is this company that I found is 100% bioavailable. And I was like, no, like I've been, researching a while, and no, there's no way. How can you be 100% bioavailable if it's CBD? Like, how? Because everyone has done CBD oil, and no one has figured out how to do it. being 100%, because like those water molecules are so tightly packed, and CBD is hydrophobic. It does not like water. It's like putting water on a leaf. It's just going to roll off. It's not going to absorb. But these chemists in this laboratory have worked for, a long time. I think the one chemist in this company has been working with CBD since the 80s, guys. So, but they've developed this technology to make it the first and only water dissolvable CBD. Water dissolvable. Not water soluble. Water dissolvable CBD. Okay? I'm a science girl, okay? And I'll do a whole other video on the science, but the Cliff Notes version is they took a curcumin and CBD complex proprietary blend, and they encapsulated it with a hydrophilic molecule. Hydrophilic means it likes water. It's attracted to water. So hydrophilic molecule. Okay, and they have developed such high biotechnology that this complex molecule has an exact amount of CBD per milliliter and absorbs 100% into the body cells. It's water-based because it's the hydrophilic molecules are able to bind with the water, unlike the oil. So our body is identifying it as water. So it's able to cross that blood-brain barrier, and our cells are able to just take it in right away. We're not seeing it as oil or as a foreign thing. We're seeing it, oh, it's water, so let's come on in, okay? Now, I'm a science girl, okay? I like my proof. I like my numbers. I'm like, how do we know it's working? Like, give me proof, right? Guys, they have clinical EEG brain scans, okay? Proving that it's in the brain within 5 minutes. What they've done is amazing. It's under the technology tab of my website, which I'll put down here. And it measures the brain activity, okay? And they measured it in this product and other CBD oils. And they measured it 5 minutes, 1 hour, and other time increments. And within 5 minutes of taking this water-based CBD, I should say water dissolvable CBD, it was in the brain within 5 minutes of every area of the brain. They showed a significant decrease in the stress receptors. It's brain scans, guys, for third party. There's no way to dispute that. There's none. And they compared it to other CBD oils when there was absolutely no change within 1 hour of taking the other ones. Now, we know that digestion in the body takes about 45 minutes, okay? So they waited an hour. There's still no change because up until now, no CBD company has been able to cross that blood-brain barrier. They've created a system that is the most highly effective way to deliver CBD and other nutrients to the human body. Mind freaking blown, guys. And if you talk to any physician, they will say the most important aspect of any medication in general is that does it cross the blood-brain barrier? Because 90% of our diseases and disorder are caused from neuroinflammation, inflammation of the brain, of different areas. So if this medication doesn't pass this barrier, then we can't see it through the skin, then we can't see it through the scans, then we know it isn't getting to our receptors in our brain, which means it's not working efficiently. It's not getting to those receptors in there. More specifically, when we're speaking about CBD, we have the CB1 and CB2 receptors in the brain. And if it does not cross that blood-brain barrier, then those receptors are not being affected, which means we are not getting relief. However, if it is getting to those receptors, then we are getting relief. So the fact that the brain scan showed within 5 minutes of the levels of the areas of the brain being significantly impacted, we know without a doubt it's getting to those receptors. So we know the different neuroinflammation disorders are going to be impacted. We know that it's going to help all those different disorders. Okay? It is amazing, guys. And some people say, okay, well, can I just take more CBD? No, that's a whole other video. You can't just take more CBD because to pass this barrier, it is not only about size, it's about the complexity of the molecule. And then you're going to end up suppressing your endocannabinoid receptors, and it's a whole nother video. So guys, the science, the clinical studies, how this biotechnology has evolved is why I chose to work with this company. And I can say 100%, I stand behind this product. I've used it. There's no disputing that it works. I mean, they even guarantee it, money back guarantee. There's clinical studies, there's medical studies, there's data that you can't dispute from third parties comparing different CBD oils to this water dissolvable CBD. I'm just so excited to promote this company now and work with this company and continue to bring health and wellness products into the hands of consumers that are proven to work by this delivery system. Because we're not just going to have CBD. There's tons of other products that are coming out, and we have other ones now, which I'll do another video on. Like, I take a CBD weight loss formula, because I want to lose like 10 pounds for the wedding. I don't have to, I want to. So that's what I'm taking. And there's so many awesome things to come. So I just wanted to do a little tidbit. And if you're taking CBD oil, get with me, because I'm telling you, you will feel a complete difference with this water-soluble CBD. I'm saying water-soluble. No, water-dissolvable CBD. I can send you the brain scans. I can send you all the EEG. It's right on the website under Technology tab. So you can send me any questions you have. And my website is oilfreecbdmom.com. And yeah, I'll leave my information below. Have a great day, guys.